Alright everybody, welcome back to Legend of Legaia! Yay! I just got off work for the week, so I'm a little bit, low energy, but I think I'll get a second wind here shortly. Anyway, so when last we left our blue-haired little dude here, he had just saved his town with the help of his shiny new piece of living loot. And yeah, so now basically it's established that Vaughn can basically go out into the mist and do shit and make shit happen. And yeah, it's so big. Anyway, keep your guard up. Yeah. So I made some decisions in between recording this episode and recording the first one. The decision I made was that I am going to be making this another no money playthrough. And that's kind of a big deal because I don't think that's going to be easy to do in this game. Strictly because gear and all that good shit kind of scales a little bit differently here. And, like, don't get me wrong, you find a bunch of shit. Like, I'm not going to buy anything at this shop. No. Yeah, however, there is nothing for you to say. Why don't you just shut the fuck up then, buddy? And therefore there's some bonus items that I can get, one of which is in that drawer. I don't actually, not 100% sure why I can't get it yet, but let me see here. Did I already spend any money? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Yeah, like, you don't get nearly as much armor and shit like that, just like finding it. You know what I mean? You do find a lot of accessories, I know that much. Darn it, I should have gone to the Genesis tree when the wall broke. Then the roster would have chosen me, not you. Fun. They said there are Genesis trees all over the world, right? She used that roster to revive all the Genesis trees everywhere. What a little fucking, like, fucking, what was she saying? I'd have to go back and look at that, because I was too busy focusing on what Mr. fucking Fragile Masculinity there was talking about. I can't get inside, why not? Wait, where am I supposed to be going? Is there something I haven't done yet? I don't think there is. Hey Dad, what's up? I still don't believe it happened yesterday. That Suro on your right arm has. It's all too confusing for an old man like me, but I have faith in you. Dude, your hair's not even gray. Rather brave man you have become. Dude, I'm like 14. Thanks to Genesis Tree, no one will have to die anymore, right? No one will have to be killed as Suro anymore, right? Well, I don't know. You're my, like, know-it-all little sister. Shouldn't you already know shit? Okay, well, I guess that's it. I guess I'm leaving. I thought that... There we go, okay. Wait, Vaughn, wait! This game has painted me into the princess in a castle role, and I can't run fast enough in this gigantic dress. She looks... I mean, for a sprite, she looks... I don't know, maybe it's like just her outfit or whatever, but she has a very curvy look to her. Hey, Vaughn, what's the matter? You alright now? Mind your own business? I don't know, I don't want to be a jerk. Good cry. And making your hunting clothes took my mind and everything. Okay, yeah, so she gives you a little bit of gear here. Just to get you started. Sure to come back when you finish whatever it is you have to do. I mean it, you better come back. Everyone good at saying goodbyes, so I have to go home now. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for you to come back, man. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Can I go in? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not supposed to be fast forwarding nearly as much in this playthrough because there's not like random glitches for me to fast forward through. That and like the combat's really fun to watch. Like, I don't want to fast forward through it. Anyway, yeah, this game has a really, really special place in my, you know, in my heart. To get sappy there for a second. So this is the first actual RPG that I ever played. And by that I mean before this. Okay, well I shouldn't say that because I mean, I don't know. Illusion of Gaia, remember that? Illusion of Gaia was like, it was an RPG. In the sense that it had like a well fleshed out story, a level up system, stats, whatnot. But it was very kind of limited. You listen to this fucking music. Yeah, I love the fucking like drum and bass kind of like all the music, all the battle music in the game is like this. Let's see here. Are there any things that I forgot? The only shitty thing about doing a no money playthrough is that you guys aren't going to be able to see as many of the cool armor upgrades. Because like when you when you buy armor and shit, it shows up on your character. Like, which was pretty fucking awesome for the time, I think. Like, you know, it's not just your weapon that shows up, like all of it does. But I don't know, I thought it was really cool. And like it having voice acting at this stage in, you know, video games was kind of a big deal too. I got this for Christmas, I think on my like 12th or something birthday, I want to, or not birthday, what am I saying? Well, I mean, my birthday's right after Christmas, so, but, yeah, and I got Final Fantasy VII along with it, but I couldn't get into Final Fantasy VII, and I think, at that age, like, Final Fantasy VII, having played nothing but, like, Zelda and shit, you know, that would be the most complicated thing I played before that, you know, I guess my brain hadn't quite switched on to that degree yet, but I got this alongside with it, and I guess this was, yeah, this is the first, like, JRPG that I played. I will say that. I guess, well, no, Legion of Gaia is kind of a JRPG. God, I don't even know. This is the first something. I didn't even fucking put on those hunting clothes. Shit. I should probably do that. Yeah, like, it's not like the no-guild playthrough of, like, Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy IX where I'm gonna be getting, like, all sorts of, like, cool shit just from, like, stealing. There's very little stealing in this game, too, by the way. There's an accessory that lets you do it, and you can't control it. It just happens. Like, you have a chance to steal with the accessory equipped, basically. Yeah, and like, look at this, look at these graphics. Like, this came out, this was contemporary with Final Fantasy VII. I think it came out in between 7 and 8. Like, I don't know. I think, like, considering that, I think this is impressive. God damn, ow. But yeah, because it's the first RPG on that tier that I played, I really want this playthrough to kind of, like, help me relive a little bit of that. I'm poisoned, by the way. God damn it. Yeah, and the whole, like, fighting game thing, like, I mean, that's not what really drew me to it. I'm not gonna say that, but, like, it's kind of hard to say, like, Like, I did think it was cool. Like, it's much more satisfying to be able to, like, you can do auto, like, but it's much more satisfying to get to, like, do all these cool commands and shit and do, like, combinations and shit. And I mean, I don't know. But, like, it has kind of that same, it's definitely a hybrid of, like, the fighting game and the RPG combat kind of thing. Yeah, so this is like a random spring that hunters just kind of hang out at that is for some reason safe. The game never fucking explains why this place is safe. Yeah. Don't know. Well, we come here often, but this is the first time we've met someone else here. It says his name's Lazam, and he has he has the most amazing story. Okay. Should talk to Lazam too. I mean, I guess so. Why not? Get out of my way. The important thing is that this spring right here heals you for free. And because I can't buy items, all of my healing is going to be magic. Which I don't think... Yeah, I didn't absorb... Remember we fought Gimard in the first episodes? Yeah, I didn't absorb him, but... Yeah, okay, I'm going to. So you're Vaughn. The hunters have told me of you. You have done great deeds. You have my gratitude. So this game has voice acting, but only in battle. So I don't get to sit back while the characters talk like I did in Valkyrie Profile. Tell me why you were grateful. I mean, tell me why you were grateful. Like, tell me more about how fucking awesome I am. Thanks, but fuck you. Like, wow. Those are my choices? Sure. Tell me more about how awesome I am. I became a Saru monster. I mean, you were always human. You were just melded with a fucked up Saru. Drake is surrounded by the mist, and King Drake is surely awaiting you. Your powers! Your powers, our castle will be saved. Will you help us? Sure. Oh, thank you. Please do whatever you can to save Drake Castle. Before I departed, the king made a frightening decision. I hope he is safe. Gentry has driven on this way, and now if only the waters of the river to the east would subside, we could go even farther to hunt. Before departing, decision of great consequence. One that is difficult to discuss. If you wish to know the consequences of that decision, then go to Drake Castle and see for yourself. That was cool. That was cool to see that when I was to read that when I was younger. I mean, because like, you know, it's like it's ominous. It's foreshadowing. It's effective. You're like, oh, okay, I want to play more. You know. And yeah, so I mean, it's interesting like that. The only thing that really bums me out about this game is how slow the world map moving is. But at the same time, relative to how slowly you move on the world map. Oh, nice. I surprised them. Relative to how slowly you move, what am I trying to say? Like, the encounter rate isn't super high. I mean, it can be. There's some places in this game where the encounter rate is stupid. But it's not the worst. I won't say it's the worst. Let's see here. Yeah, I do really love how, like, you can see, like, your characters and, like, see, like, now that we put those hunting clothes on, Vaughn's got, like, a different, you know, top half thing. No, that's not... Okay, try this. I am gonna be one of what? Wow. I am going to want to be careful in here because I remember when I first played this game, the first dungeon kicked my fucking ass, like, so hard. You know, I just didn't. Because I mean, when you think about it, I hadn't done grinding before. You know, So this is my first experience with like the whole level 1 to 100 thing. I don't know, it's kind of a big deal. Like, I get really nostalgic about it. But I am gonna hang out here and just fight for a little bit. And I'll use that time to kind of like go over some of the shit with you guys. Yeah, so like as you guys noticed in the first episode, like you can block, enemies can block you, spiriting raises your block rate. And you use AP to do these commands, and how many you can do depends on, you know, how much HP you have. Oh, I can kick this guy's ass. That's a 5-hit. Okay, so now we can start to see like some of these things, the way they link together. So like, okay, so like Cyclone, like, you know, we have Somersault there. I think I may have showed this combination in the first episode, but yeah, you have high, low, high, and like that's Somersault, but like it doesn't just have to be the first two or the last command and the first command of the next combo that overlap. They can overlap by more than one. Which I've read game facts guides from like people with like, you know, people that have like really in-depth guides for tons of RPGs. Like, I'm sure if anybody has played any JRPG from Square or Enix and had to use game facts a lot, they probably had to look at the guides of some guy named Alex, or that's just his username is just Alex. Like, his guides are really good, but like he swears up and down in his guide that you can't combo off of like hyper arts, which we'll get in a little while, but you totally can. It just doesn't like, you have to combo after them because they're like a self-contained special attack. How is this thing still fucking alive? God damn, I feel like I've been beating the shit out of it. Thank you. Yeah, and like enemies that are flying, they'll miss your like low kicks. There we go, got a level up there. They'll miss your low kicks, and they'll and like really short enemies will miss your high kicks. And you have like your weapon only determines the attack power of, I think, your arm's attack, and then your Rasuru determines the strength of the other arm. And I'm actually not sure what determines your lower thing. Oh, okay, these guys are bad. I gotta be careful with these guys because they can steal shit from me. I love that the enemies have voices too. Like, that's so cool. I love that. I really do. Some of the enemies make some crazy fucking weird noises in this game. Like, it's really good. Like, there's lots of cool sound in this game. Yeah, look at that. So that's gonna be like every few levels you get basically every few levels you so like, okay, so like you see how, so when we were level 1, that thing was exactly 3 commands long, and then it edges up slightly every time you gain a level. And I don't know how many levels it actually takes to get a full extra slot, but like you level up, your stats go up, but then when you hit the level that gives you that extra command, like your attack power gets like a fucking huge boost. So that's pretty cool. No, give it back. No, I need to get that back like right away. Oh man, no. I don't know why I almost did that. Jesus. We're gonna do this again. So like, I think, I'm not sure, but I think depending on, yeah, and you have like these different battle poses, and like they have like different finishing sort of quotes and little Japanese interjections that they make. I have no idea what they're saying. I know that I recognize some of them. Got an itchy eye, sorry. I recognize some of them because I've heard them in like, you know, other Japanese games, or, you know, maybe Like I played Dynasty Warriors a lot, and sometimes I put on the Japanese voices because the voice acting for the American voices, and it might. I'm not trying to put Japanese people on a pedestal. I'm just saying that, like, you know, because I can't understand what they're saying, it sounds better. But the voice acting is so bad that I don't want to hear it in English. So I'd turn it to Japanese always if the option is there. Why did I just do that? That was a waste. Sorry. So the options there, I always turn Japanese on. So like I've heard some phrases and like looked them up, and or like sometimes, I don't know, just over the years, I couldn't tell you what they are or say them, but I know them when I hear them. I'm like, that's that thing that they say a lot. And this is like my first exposure to a lot of them. I actually didn't know. I thought they were just making like battle cries, but they're actually words. But like, I didn't know that when I was a kid because I was dumb. But yeah, and you have like your defense stat is a little bit different because you have like you have upper and lower body defense, which I know is a little weird. Oh, there's some combos we haven't learned yet. I should learn those. I think that's one. Let's see. Yeah. PK combo. Hell yeah. God, that music is so good. Like, it's one of the few like battle musics that you don't really get tired of with the random encounters. I mean, grinding is still a pain in this game, but like just fighting, like going from point A to point B, like it doesn't bother me as much in this game because it's interesting. And like I'll always, even like recently, in recent playthroughs of this game, I found like interesting things that I didn't know about before, you know? And or interesting combinations that I didn't know about before and that I don't read about a lot. And a lot of times I'll use them even if they don't necessarily do more damage just because it looks cool. But yeah, I'm gonna Spirit and then I'm gonna nuke that Gobu dude. I don't want him to be stealing nothing from me. Yeah, I don't know how a no money playthrough is gonna go for this game because I did like a crazy fast forward playthrough. And I got about like halfway through the game in a few days of just doing that, like in my free time. And I was like, I'm like looking at the stuff and I'm like, like most of this I got from shops, you know, like there really wasn't much. I don't even think that by the time I get to like the first like major boss that I will have like that I will have a full set of equipment for everybody. I think people will still be like naked in some places. There is another thing, and I think it is this. Does he have a... Okay, wait, no. No, that won't work. Alright, just do high-low, and that, yeah. That's it. Oh, dude, did I... Oh, no! Why did I do that for? Oh, man, I should have attacked... I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about my fucking combo. God damn it. Shit. Maybe if I... Okay, hold on. Do not run away. If you run away... Sometimes they run away. They steal from you and they run away. And that's when it really sucks. Especially if they steal something good. But he did not. So... we're gonna do... okay. See, I'm trying to remember. Is there any command that ends with this? I don't think there is. Okay, what about high left? No, that's not gonna work. All right. I think this is it. Come on, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah, here we go. Bam. Get fucked. Give me back my healing leaf. Hee hee. And see, like, basically your character's just like, as you get more equipment and your server level up and all that shit, like your character's appearance just like changes radically over the course of the game, and like it's really cool. It makes you feel really accomplished, and that's going to be kind of dulled down a little bit, even though the best armor in the game is all in treasure chests in the final dungeon. Like your entire like BIS best in slot pretty much is in the final dungeon in treasure chests. So I will eventually get all of the cool shit. It just won't be until I've already almost beaten the game. And there will be some very hard bosses right up until that point. So. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. I love that cyclone move. Like, I still don't even really grasp what exactly he's even doing there, or how it's acrobatically possible. But yeah, Vaughn's like 14, and like he doesn't look 14. He looks like 17, 18. Like, wasn't Cloud like, no, Cloud was, I don't know, like 20 or something, whatever. Yeah. But, yeah, I know I'm going to get a lot of accessories, and that's good. So what else am I forgetting? So you have upper body and lower body defense. So, like, you notice here in my equipment screen, so I have attack, UDF, upper body defense, and LDF, lower body defense. And, I don't actually know. Oh, your magic defense, okay, so magic defense in this game is 100% elemental. Because every magic in the game is elemental, for the most part. I think there's like 1 or 2 attacks that aren't elemental, and they're so like fucking powerful that it's like, I actually don't know how to calculate the damage. It's probably something like, I don't know, fucking like, you know, all your elemental things combined or whatever. Yeah, so you have speed, which is basically like speed in Pokemon. It determines who moves first in battle, pretty much is what that is. And you have intelligence, which is for your magic, and then agility, which is, I think agility would be like your block rate. I think. I'm not actually sure what agility does. Anyway. What level am I? I'm only level 3. I may want to... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just see where this goes. I mean, I'll obviously have to do a little bit of grinding off screen, but I really don't want to make that like a thing that you guys have to sit through. Sure, whatever. And I'll have to go over the status effects because I actually don't remember what all they are. And I know that there's 2 different poison status effects, and I don't know how they work. But shit, I actually don't know how that works. Wait a minute, there's no way. No, okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm taking forever. Fuck it. God damn it. But yeah, this game was, yeah, I like that pose. That's one way. I know I'm sorry, like the graphics are kind of buggy, you know, whatever, because they're blocky, and this is a PlayStation game, so I mean it's old, but I still think the graphics, like, to have that level of detail in, like, I mean, because that's not a sprite, that's like a full, like, model, like, with details, you know? Like, I just thought it was really cool that they, you know, went to that trouble, basically. God damn it. Okay. Gonna have to get rid of these motherfuckers quickly. And the way elements work in this game is a little weird too, because you have like there's 7 elements, and you have fire and water also encompasses ice. This is one of those games where water and ice are the same. So you have fire and ice and water / ice, and they're opposed. Like, they're weak to each other, basically. You have wind and earth that are also opposed. And then you have light and dark, or holy and, I mean, I won't say evil, or, you know, it's light and dark, whatever. I hate saying holy. I hate it when holy's an element. Like, I'd much rather, like, light. Okay, cool. Holy? Really? Come on. What kind of superstitious religious bullshit is that? So, holy, God, why am I... See, this is the indoctrination and fucking conditioning coming in. I can't stop saying this fucking ogre thing has tits. Like, look at that. It's cleavage. That's not even, come on. Whatever. And I do like that it lets you get close enough to see, like, the details and be able to appreciate, like, the extra texturing and graphics and whatnot, but not so close. Like, they spare you from the buggy, blocky, jaggedy graphics to an extent by, like, never zooming in too close to the character. You know what I mean? Or the enemies, for that matter. You guys are probably sick of seeing Hyper Elbow. I don't have a weapon right now, so I'm figuring any attack that uses meta. Ooh, I actually learned something I did not know. Meta, my Rasaru, is a she, because apparently in the Japanese version, for some reason the dialogue and the way that the original Japanese reads, and a mistranslation is why it reads this way in English, meta is female, and it's apparent as such. Yeah, oh, that was interesting. I did not know that. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me in here, but oh, and this music, this fucking, like, first dungeon music, always creeped me the fuck out. I mean, I guess it was playing in the Rimel village, but it wasn't nearly as scary when you were in a village surrounded by other people. Or at least you knew that there were other people around in their houses, and you could go into your house and, like, be with your dad and your little sister. But, like, being in this dungeon, this first dungeon, and being by yourself, it's freaky. Like, no, not a fan. Not a fan. I feel like, is there some other, I feel like there was another piece of treasure. Yeah, I have to make sure that I find all the treasure, because it's gonna be slim pickings. But anyway, I think I'm gonna actually cut this episode a little bit before 40 minutes. Not that it really needs to go 40 minutes, but I'm gonna cut this episode here, and I'm gonna go grind a little bit, and then, yeah, just a little bit, but enough to make up for the fact that I'm gonna be, like, yeah, I'm not gonna have much armor for a while. I'm gonna go grind for a little bit, come right back, and when we come back, we'll dive into this dungeon and talk about some other shit. So, I will see you guys next time. I love you guys. I noticed I've got some extra subscribers coming in, a little bit. Like, I think in the last, like, month or two, I got, like, 10 new subscribers. I don't know. I feel like, it feels like it was 60 for a long time. And then I looked recently and it was 70 suddenly. But anyway, see you guys next time. And, yeah, stay tuned. It's gonna be fun. Later.